Hi, welcome. My name is Annika, and this is Luminix. I am here to bring through messages from Spirit, Source, all that is. And my intention is that whatever comes through be for the highest and greatest good of all beings, and may it bring awakening and awareness and help and ease on your individual path as we all walk this together. Yeah, this feels like a way that I can give while also staying true and aligned with myself. It's like a giving while giving back to myself. And I feel like that is a message. All of it's a message. Everything that comes through, everything that we experience in life, if we wish it to be, can be a message. Take what resonates and leave the rest, always. But everything means something if we want it to. So if what I'm saying is to find a way to give that truly gives, that nurtures others, but also returns back to myself, that feels like giving from a whole, balanced, secure, right place. That's what true giving feels like. For much of my life, I have gave before from a depleted place, from a place of just wanting to give in order to fill my own void, because maybe then something would be returned to me. Yet, as this process unfolds and as I learn, I am now knowing and learning and realizing that true giving comes from the overflowing abundance. It's that overflowing cup. It's that truth that just pours through, and it's not taking from my reserves. It's from this whole, balanced, secure place, because what is given is instantly replenished, and it's replenished tenfold, 100-fold. It just keeps. So the more that I actually give from this place of truth and love, it actually just compounds and builds into something that can just exponentially grow, but in just pure love, in truth, in, it feels like this, like coming up and out. So I guess that's the message to start out the day. I wonder if, we'll see. We'll see where all this stuff goes. Let's see. So I just flipped to a random page. It says, "What's here to stay will save the day, once and for all we pray. For we are all one under the sun, guided by angels, guided by the one." All right. So if we're guided by angels, thank you, angels, for clearly showing me my next steps. Thank you for helping me to stay strong and secure and aligned in my heart's truth, in the blessing of my being. Help me to express and share with grace and with love and with peace everything that wishes to come forth and through me for the highest, greatest good of all beings. And obviously it's a work in progress, as all things usually are. As they develop, they grow, and they show themselves. And just being peaceful and kind and gentle with myself, exactly where things are at. And that is the intention. What do we need to know? I'm gonna move this back. Maybe that's a message to have some space, to take some space from things that are too close. Just to get a little bit of room between yourself and others. Spirit, what do we need to know? What are the messages to guide us? Okay. So we got this whole pile. The Hangman in reverse. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so to begin, this pile feels like, so this cat, he looks a little distraught, and he's like trying to stay upright, and it looks like what the thought is maybe that there can be someone outside to heal, or to get them out of this space, to like another person or another partner, or just something to, like a love interest or something, to save them, to get them out of this distressing place. But since that's in its own pile, I don't know if that is the right answer per se. That just is what it kind of feels like. And then this pile, I'll show you. We have a lot here. All right. Yeah, you can see. Okay, I'll try to hold them up, maybe one by one. We'll see. So the Page of Pentacles, he's offered a treat in his hand. But he's sticking his tongue out. He's saying, no, thank you. It's like he'd rather lay on his belly, you know, like a treat's being offered, but he's like, no, I want my belly rubbed instead. I'd rather that. Where are we going with this? So, like, one thing is being offered, and he's saying no thank you. He's saying no thank you because he'd rather something else. And then he's hiding in this little bag. You know, okay, here we go. So something's being offered. He's saying no thank you because he would rather a belly rub, which is a more affectionate thing than a treat, maybe. And if he's in this bag and he's like looking out, the Hermit in reverse, I say, is like going out into the world. But he seems a little timid. He seems a little bit afraid of actually venturing out. Though what it is that he does want is the belly rub, which, you know, to get your belly rubbed, you gotta open up. So, you know, it is connected to this, this thing of, you know, feeling a little insecure and wanting a partner to come and, you know, rub the belly. The Tower in reverse, I'm getting that there might be like a fear of things coming undone, like things totally just blowing up. Like why yearn for a belly rub if someone could come and scratch your belly really hard and it would hurt and not actually feel good, you know? Does that make sense? Like if someone could like come and hurt you instead of actually nurturing yourself or your soul. Yeah, there's like that feeling of like, why Okay. So like a treat is being offered and they're saying like, no, because what happens if it comes and that treat is then poison? What if that treat then is here to hurt me? But there still is that yearning for something more, some affection, some love. And then we have temperance. And what I see in this is, so the cat is like licking inside the bowl. But the cat is so bright. It's like looking in a fishbowl. So if you've heard that analogy of like, we look, okay. The universe and everything in it is so vast and big, and there's so much to it that like what we've experienced is like a spoonful or just a fishbowl compared to the entire ocean of everything that there is. And so to just look and just drink out of the fishbowl might be limiting us in some way. It might be like blocking our ability to experience the entire ocean, the entire, like, the sun, like everything that's like even outside of this card, like everything everywhere, if we're only looking and drinking out of the fishbowl. Like, he looks like he's having a fun time, but that also feels like it's only one thing out of an entire vast universe of everything possible. And then, so the Knight of Wands, I see him, he's just playing with this thread, this rainbow thread that is on a wand. So the Magician, we don't have the Magician card out here, but the cat is like being like tempted to play and to learn and to explore with the wand of the Magician through the rainbow and what actually feels fun. He's like following the whole, that journey and the excitement of what is actually on the wand. So what I'm getting is there's, in this pile, there was like some unease, some some not entirely secure foundations or just feelings, and like searching for someone outside, like a lover, to come and try to get him back on his feet and to help him stay secure and grounded and just all that good stuff. But that also is what feels like what is in the fishbowl. That feels like one small thing, which is beautiful, and he's like really in love with it and he's having fun like playing with that fish, but it's limited. That is not the only thing that is going to fill or ground or bring total completion. There's so much more out there. There's so much more around and everywhere. And it's like there's just so much more. And yes, it is a beautiful thing. And I guess maybe that is what the treat is the option to have that, to have this romantic relationship. Or maybe it's not romantic, maybe it's a connection otherwise, maybe within yourself, or maybe just some sort of connection, something of looking outside of ourselves for completion, something. And it looks like he's saying no, but then the vulnerable side, the belly, because this is our bellies, all animals, our bellies are our vulnerable space because it's where our organs are, and they protect us. Our ribs and our bellies are where our organs, you know what I mean? Safe, yeah. Anyway. So maybe this is more like a treat is being offered, and on the outside he's like, no. But then internally, he's like, yeah, that's exactly what I want. I want my belly rubbed. I want some nurturing love. And then with that, it means going out of the bag. You know, it may take a little bit of courage to know that it's okay. You know, cats always land on their feet, even if the towers fall. But yeah, to come out of the shell, out of his bag, and, you know, the Eye of Horus is not a protective symbol, to like know how safe and protected you are and how safe and protected he is. And yeah, then you can go out and release the fears of tower moments coming or being experienced. Because when you let those go, then you can actually totally shine and like feel and experience the love of whatever's all around. So there's nothing wrong. It's actually quite beautiful and like so complete to have, you know, a bowl and a fish, you know, because there is some security in having just a fish bowl, because it's all just like in one place, versus if it was the whole ocean, everything could be going everywhere. But I think mainly, does that make sense? Like the bowl with the fish keeps the fish safe, versus if all of this was just ocean, then the fish could go anywhere. So there's like security in having a fish bowl and having, yeah, like you're like, okay, I know what to expect, I know what's here, but don't let that limit the experience of everything that's outside, everything that is all around. Like play with the fish in the fishbowl, but also like expand up here, that crown and the mind and everything. Let your mind blow wide open. Let it blow wide open. I also feel like the tower, I just keep being drawn to the blue little, that's not blue, the yellow little pom-pom. Oh, it looks like the little trees from the Lorax at the beginning, or not the beginning and the end. Full circle. When all the trees are cut down and then there's just the little tiny trees left. Aw, so that means that there's new growth happening, that there's seeds being, they're finally growing after everything was like totally cut down and everything was like used to make the needs to, with all their corporations and stuff. But now there's actually, the little trees are growing back, even though it may seem totally destructive with the Tower card. You know, the Tower card is complete, you know, upheaval and destruction and everything falls down around. You don't know what to do. But then if you look a little closer, you see the growth. You see the growth. Lightning is power in your veins. Cats always land on their feet. And this even looks like the ocean. Just the blues and the grays and everything. Yeah. Boom! Shake your booty and play and be not afraid. For we are here to rise together. And look at, cut the deck with Queen of Swords. She's so beautiful. Look at that smirk. She is lounging. She's living her best life. Oh my God. She does have her claws out a little bit, but that's, you know, cats need their claws for protection. If someone's gonna come and try to swipe at them, she knows how to keep herself safe, but she also knows how to relax and lounge about and to like live in this blissed out state. And I just keep seeing the clouds and the birds around. She's happy. She's a princess. Well, she's a queen, but she is living. I think advice on how to, okay, so what we know is that we don't need something outside of ourselves to find that grounding within. We always have what we need inside. But if a treat is being offered, it isn't a bad thing to accept it. And then because love is in the air. Yeah. I see in this one he's trimming his nails. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I guess I was just talking about the Queen of Swords with her sharp nails. And this one he's getting them trimmed, so maybe we don't necessarily need these sharp claws to keep us safe when there are like other things that can actually keep us safe and aligned, like building shields of light around, or yeah, I don't think we actually need violence to, or yeah, in order to keep ourselves safe, because otherwise that's just perpetuating the stories of the old. What else do we need to know, Spirit? How to come out of the bag. How do we get ourselves out of the bag? How does anybody get themselves out of the bag? So that we may go out and find treats, find people to rub our bellies. Maybe it's just ourselves. Who knows? What do we need to know, Spirit? King of Wands. Okay. Let's see. What I see is how grounded he is. He's got his booty on the ground. He's like grounded, but he's also reaching up to what is above. So this card in particular, not from this deck, but the King of Wands, holds a special significance for me. It is related to someone that I once knew. So what I'm taking from this is that we need not be afraid or influenced by old stories or old patterns or old dynamics with people that didn't necessarily always feel supportive, that now we have embodied and integrated the King of Wands energy on our sides. So going out in the world, we will not be faced with it again. And if we are faced with it in a not so harmonious way, we will know what to do always. And I think it mainly is just like we literally won't be attracting into our lives like people that aren't meeting us where we're at. Does that make sense? Like, we have come so far and been able to let go of all those stories of the past and of the old that once might have kept us feeling low or blocked or hindered or totally confined and constrained. And yeah, I basically feel like he's like saying we've moved through those, and I see that with the crown. And when I think of crowns, it feels like royalty, but like mastery. Yeah. Or just like authority within ourselves and knowing. Be not afraid to go out and to play. Have fun, follow the rainbow, wave your magic wand, light. Relax along the way, expand your crown, Know that growth is happening even in the depths of the most chaotic, tumultuous situations. Accept the treats that are being offered to you, if you wish, always if you wish. Open up to love and trust what it is that you yearn for. Love is out there for you. It'll find you. You need not be afraid. You always have the ground. See, he seems ungrounded, but the King of Wands is saying, no, I have my feet on the ground. I got my butt on the ground. And I can still play while keeping security and strength within. And that's what helps us, anybody, come out of the bag, come out of hiding, out into the world to truly share our gifts and our light and our beauty and our being with others. Crocodiles or alligators, for me, those are a sign of that we are to stop fighting ourselves, that oftentimes we are the ones that block or limit or hinder ourselves. So we need not fight or struggle against ourselves anymore. So it's like to play in harmony with ourselves, grounded, secure. There's another wand. But to move out of the way so that we are not blocking the real flow, the real truth of, who we are and what we need. Spirit, what else do we need to know? Wheel of Fortune. All right, so I see a blind mouse and a not blind mouse. Ooh. Oh my gosh, these cat wheels. I want to get one for my cat. Even when we have a blindfold on, it just means that we rely on our other senses more. It means that we rely more on our ability to perceive the unseen, like the subtle bodies, the subtle things that the eyes can't always see. There's such a power in truly closing our eyes so that we can actually completely and totally feel and understand and open up to what wishes to be seen, like seen in the unseen, because it's all what's inside. I feel like allowing ourselves to be in this space, allowing higher wisdom to pour through, opening, softening, awakening. This is what we are here to do. Breathing. And simply being. In the quiet space, that's where we find ourselves. It's where we can find ourselves. It's where we can open up to everything. It's where we can open up to be seen, to love, and to be love. To be strong and true and embodied. Pure and gracious and loving, kind, gentle. Present. Just allowing what needs to be. As we breathe. Taking time for ourselves. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being seen and sharing your light with the world.